Hello, my fiery friends. Welcome to Divinity Guidance. I'm Goddess Jay, looking forward to sharing my positive vibes with you today as we dive into the esoteric world of divination. All I ask is for you to generate yourself some positive karma by hitting that like button, comment, and subscribe. As each week I give giveaways away for some free personal cards pulled for those who engage on my channel. This week I will be doing a collective reading, so please take or leave what does or doesn't resonate, and cross watchers, put yourself where you belong. Also, please note that as you comment, subscribe, and engage on my channel, I can connect with your energy even more, and therefore you might get some more downloads in your readings. If you wish to book a personal reading with me, my information is in the description box. Again, this reading is for fire signs. Please note your sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, Mercury, and other planetary natal placements. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. The messages I have for you going into this week are pretty wicked. Starting right off the bat, I have Knight of Wands. And this is all somebody who is a charmer. They are very attractive. They could be a very big romantic. So it looks like the fire signs are definitely in the mood for romance this month. You are definitely on your A game. You're feeling very attractive. You're taking care of yourself and practicing some self-love techniques. Good for you. Your challenge is the Empress position. So this kind of tells me that you might be doubting your worth a little bit. The Empress is somebody that is very fertile, very giving, very nurturing, just an all-around perfect match. However, if it's in your challenge position, this means you could be doubting yourself sometimes. So make sure that we're getting by ourselves, taking a couple of minutes, working on our self-love and our self-confidence, as there should be no reason that you're not feeling this Empress energy. I have a difficult time sometimes with the cards showing up on the readings. In your past position, fire signs, I have you represented as the Six of Pentacles, and this means that you've been very generous with your time, very generous with your energy. You've given to a lot of people, and you might not have always seen that reciprocated. So you're definitely being a little bit more strategic by choosing who is worth investing in and who isn't. Sometimes fire signs can go all in. So sometimes it just takes a couple of moments to realize who is worth that fiery energy of yours and who is just trying to burn you up. In your future position, fire signs, I have the Wheel of Fortune. And Sagittarius, this is definitely calling for you. You're ruled by the planet of Jupiter, and the Wheel of Fortune is all about good luck, good things turning around for you. It looks like you definitely took my advice in my previous readings. If you haven't checked those out, check them out, as you were guided to practice positive vibes and positive energy this month, as you're going to manifest some more positive things for you, dependent on your mood. If you came in with negative vibes in this Lionsgate time frame, you are going to generate yourself some negative karmic cycles, and it looks like you definitely listened to this advice. You're working on yourself, generating some positive karma. You've given back to a lot of people here in your past. You're looking very good. People are thinking that you are finally deserving some of this recognition that you've been giving out to other people. So good luck seems to definitely be following you throughout the end of the month of August. Leo, I see you coming out in this reading, baby. Your Strength card. This represents Leo. This represents inner courage. This represents inner strength. And this is showing up in your conscious position. So at this time, you could definitely be trying to come across as a strong figure to other people. Maybe trying to work on self-respect and also gaining respect about others. And this means that you have to do the right things. You can't just demand respect for yourself, but you actually have to work for it. You have to show up when you say you're going to show up. You have to keep your word. You have to be a moral person, and it looks like you're definitely tapping into this strength, this fiery Leo energy this month, my fire signs. So finding your inner strength, I love it. Now I want you to think of a yes or no question, and I'm going to flip a coin. Your answer, my fire signs, is no. So reflect on that this month. I'm going to do a dinner and a date idea for my fire signs, as you're feeling so romantic this month, and I love it. So where should you take your sweetheart? To dinner and a movie. Fire signs, I have that you should go out for Mexican food and watch an action movie. Definitely right up your alley, all spicy and fiery energy. All right, my fire signs, back to our reading. I have the Six of Cups representing your subconscious position, and this means that you're definitely all up in your head about past somebody. So definitely you're having a lot of attention come to you. However, it looks like you might have missed out on an option or felt like you missed out on an opportunity, and you're finally seeing those second chances come back around. So definitely be ready to work on yourself, or be ready to accept this love, as you've done a lot of work on yourself already. Please don't forget that you don't have to resort to any form of behavior. Confirmation. Please don't feel like you have to be anybody that you are not at this time, my fire signs, as it looks like whoever is coming back in, they're really going to like the changed you. You don't have to imitate or be somebody that you're not. You just have to be authentic in yourself, and they're going to love you for just who you are. Having so much weird stuff happen, so I'm definitely going to keep these cards that fell down and also take that as a signifier that you definitely don't have to be anybody that you're not, my fire signs. Just be your authentic self. It looks like somebody is definitely going to like the changed you. You don't have to come down to anybody's level. They can definitely meet you at yours if they're meant to be in your life. In your advice position, my sweet fire signs, is Page of Swords. Sometimes when we're on our A game, sometimes when we're looking so fly, other people get really jealous. And so it looks like you have a lot of lies, spies, and gossips. This is my card for Page of Swords. And also, this just means people are trying to be up in your business. They're trying to find out how you do what you do, my fire signs, and how you make it look so good. And so people are definitely trying to throw you off your A game, but this only means that you're worth something, as other people don't attack people that aren't making something of themselves. Salt. In your external factors, I have the King of Pentacles. It's like, the more these people try to hold you back, the more they slander your name, you just push forward. And I definitely get that. My moon is in Aries. So anytime somebody is an adversity to me, I definitely use that energy and build on it. I make myself want to succeed even more. So this seems to be your energy. You're definitely cultivating a lot of money. Definitely getting a lot of attention. You could be getting some deals, some business deals, some opportunities to work an extra job or a side gig at this time. But it definitely looks like money is being called to you at this time. And this is just, you're a very generous person, my fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You give all that you can. You would give the shirt off your back to somebody that you love. And this just means that the universe knows that when money is granted to you, you use it in a proper way. So good for you. The divine is saying, we trust you. Now we're just going to give you the means to do that hard work that you're ready to do. Hopes and fears. Wow. So it kind of feels like you need confirmation. You need a vacation at this time, my Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This could be an Aries that needs to get away also. Two of Wands is definitely all about that fiery energy. Wands represents the fire signs in tarot. And with the Two of Wands, sometimes fire signs have a hard time staying in place. They have a hard time doing the same old thing over and over again. And it looks like you might be stuck in a little bit of routine at this time. You just want to shake it up. And that seems to be what that is in your fears and hopes position, my fire signs. And I see a divine match. So I have the Emperor in your outcome position, and I have the Empress in your challenge position. So this typically is seen amongst soulmates, also twin flames. In the twin flame journey, if you're not aware of what that is, please look it up. It's not an easy journey. It's actually a very difficult journey. Twin flames are meant to generate all of those shadows within ourselves and bring them to the forefront so we can work through them. There's typically a runner and a chaser, and it goes back and forth in many different cycles until both parties separate, go their own way, learn their lessons that they need to learn, and they come back together very happy and divinely blessed. And the Emperor is in your outcome position, so this definitely shows me that you're ready to do the hard work that it takes to get your love life to where you want it to be. You're definitely ready to grow up, mature, understand that everybody has some accountability to play, and you're not missing these opportunities, and I love it for you, fire signs. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is heartbreak, and this is kind of counterintuitive to the reading thus far. However, please note this is for the collective, so it resonates and doesn't resonate for certain people. So what you don't see is that there could be some heartbreak generating, and the card underneath that is the Three of Cups. So this could be a third-party situation, and I also see the Star card, so it could be an Aquarius bringing in this heartbreak, or it could just be you gathering some newfound knowledge that you weren't quite privy to in the past. And you're realizing that somebody had put you in a third-party situation all along. And so definitely some heartbreak coming in. I used to pause those, but I'm actually going to play them in my videos, as that is a sign of typically a throat chakra blockage. So definitely watch out. I know that my Leo, my Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra videos last week were not recorded with audios. So just watch for people trying to shut you up at this time, and stand by your truth. If you're saying something that's true, there's no reason to have to hide it. My fire signs. Now I'm going to start with Leo, as it's your birthday month, my sweet lions. And what messages do we have for my sweet Leos? All right, Leo, I have the Star, so definitely Aquarius energy coming out right and about. You also have the Eight of Cups, and you have Temperance, Sagittarius energy. So at this time, I definitely see that you have the Star card coming out here, which means that you're working on gathering some additional knowledge, my Leos, kind of balancing out with your sister sign. Aquarius is a very calm sign, very collected. They think through their actions before they take them. Aquarius can typically move very slow and seem like they're not making any decisions until they whip out and do it all perfectly. So they're very observant. They gather their knowledge before they make a move. So it looks like, Leo, you're going to be pretty calculated this month. You're going to be a little bit more wise and strategic with your moves. And this is going to lead to Eight of Cups, and it kind of seems like you're walking away from situations at this time. And Leo, you overextend yourself sometimes. I love you, my sweet sister sign, but I'm an Aquarius, and I can tell, like, sometimes you just overgive to other people, and this is not always necessary, and we're all guilty of it at times. And this says that you're realizing that you are more worth it than the cups that are being offered to you. This is my Nightmare Before Christmas deck I love. And so you're just walking away from these situations, and it says, Temperance says, to be very patient with yourself. Be in balance. Just understand that sometimes we have to empty people out of our life so that we can make room for the new, more beautiful opportunities that are coming by. So Leo, good for you. You're making very strong, very strategic moves, walking away from toxic situations, and you're respecting and loving yourself, finding that balance and harmony again, not letting people play with your head. All right, my sweet Aries, what messages do we have for you? Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe all, as I release weekly readings for all the signs. Aries definitely completing a cycle here with the World card, which is the last of the major arcana. And then we have Two of Wands, so you're the one that wants to get away for sure. The World card is completing cycles. Ooh, wow. And Seven of Swords. So, my sweet Aries, you're definitely completing a cycle. You're ending these toxic vibes. You're going about life in a more calm way. It seems like you're kind of reaching, we all have high and low sides to ourselves. And there's a maturity level that comes to our signs, and we finally start to use our power and step into it a little bit more. And Aries, you're starting to realize that you don't have to be so reckless. You don't have to move full force to the death, you know, when somebody gets in your way, that sometimes, you know, the best revenge that you can get is just walking away, and you're not offering up any explanation to other people. You're not going to sit here and dwell on the drama. You're just ending it and completing those cycles. Two of Cups or Two of Wands. You want to get away, and you feel like getting away will be the part of yourself that you need to reconnect with what you truly want. It kind of feels like you have a lot of thoughts and ideas just scrambling up in your head right now, and you feel like if you can get away, you're going to get a breakthrough. So if you need a break, take a break. Maybe take a mental day vacation, you know, just love yourself. It can be a staycation, just be alone in your house, and definitely just let your mind wander and come back to yourself, okay? It is okay to need a mental vacation every once in a while. Even you. Seven of Swords. So definitely a lot of theft and betrayal. It just kind of feels like you feel like other people haven't generated on the promises that they said that they'd keep with you. It kind of feels like you think that other people haven't delivered as much as you've delivered, and you're just definitely taking account of the seeds that you're giving out and what you're getting back in return at this time, my Aries. Sagittarius. What signs do we have for my sweet Sagittariuses, my optimistic Sagittariuses? The life of the party, Sagittarius. So wise. You're the icy sign. We have Seven of Cups. So definitely somebody's trying to keep you all up in your head, or you're keeping yourself up all in your head. Sometimes Sagittarius, and I know this because I've been married to one for 12 and a half years. You can say things, you can stick your foot in your mouth sometimes, and then it sets this ripple effect off, and you can't quite take those words back once they're out of your mouth. And so what happens is you create a lot of conflict and chaos in your life because you say what you feel, and sometimes we don't always need to say everything. I seen this one beautiful quote before that said, just because you think it doesn't mean you have to say it. And that's pretty true. Sometimes it's just reeling our energy back, and we don't always have to be offering it up. Sagittarius, I have the Knight of Pentacles. So definitely starting some new money moves on the side. This looks like you could be gaining a new job, maybe working a couple extra hours. Whatever it is, you're definitely finding a new way to make revenue and income in your life. So beautiful energy. And then we have the Five of Wands. So somebody feels like you're moving on, like you're transcending, like you're ascending mentally and spiritually, and they just want you to be down at their level. They don't want to see you move ahead because they feel like they can't keep up with you. And so it's never a good thing to judge others because we're all just guiding each other. However, you don't have to sacrifice yourself. You don't have to be a martyr for these other people. Just because they don't want to do the work to get to the level that you are does not mean that you have to degrade yourself and you have to come down. There's nothing out there that says that they can't come to your level also. So be wary of those that are trying to hold you back. Leo. Namaste, bitches. The divine in me honors the divine in you. So Leo, you're definitely going about being in love with yourself. I mean, just completely stepping into your power, loving who you are, and loving other people the same. You're not passing judgment on to others. You're just wanting to be at peace, and you just want to see the world around you be at peace as well. Aries, Sit, sit down and shut up. In other words, meditate. So exactly, Aries, if you have to take a personal day, you just need to be by yourself and start thinking on what you truly want, where you truly want to be. Take time to be by yourself with those thoughts. You know, sometimes it just requires being still. Sagittarius. Have a Buddhaful day. Cultivate inner booty or buddy. You know what I mean. Cultivate inner peace, Sagittarius. It kind of feels like you've had a lot of people playing with your head. You're probably reevaluating some people's stance in your life. And if you truly want them there, if they're going to be wanting to belittle you and bring you down, just understand that, you know, we can definitely cultivate inner peace and also save space for other people, because these people aren't vibrating out of a level that's educated spiritually. They're not coming at you in a way to hurt you. They're just projecting their own insecurities, and you don't have to accept that. I'm sorry, but we all have to do our own inner work. So it's going to be up to you to decide if these vibes are okay or not okay to be staying in your life. Leo, what's your weakness? Somebody is viewing you as a powerhouse, and they're wanting to find out what your weakness is at this time, because Leo, everything you do, you just look so good doing it. I mean, you barely break a sweat. You don't even have to try. And so somebody's trying to find your weakness at this time, my sweet Leos. Aries, you're bossing up at this time. Absolutely. I hope this is generating into my natal chart. So definitely check out your moon signs, your Venus, your Mercury, your North Node, other placements, as Aries, you're bossing up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Sagittarius, I stalk you. You got some stalkers out there. These 501 energies that wanted to keep you down, well, they're checking to see, is their magic working? Is their negative vibes working? Did they get to you mentally? Did they tear you down enough so that you would stop your own self? Sometimes, Sagittarius, you're privy to self-sabotage. Sometimes right before you get to your goal, you do something and it's like, oh man, I'm scared of success. So, and it's not necessarily that you're addressing that you're scared of success, but that's why you self-sabotage sometimes, because you don't always want to be tied down by certain things, and you think that going down a certain path will keep you rooted. I'm going to open or close, our reading, my dear fire signs, with some messages from the universe. If you like these decks, check out my description boxes. I have all the links down there for them. So Leo, what closing message do we have for you? Make sure you like this channel, subscribe, comment, participate so I can connect with your energy. Leo, my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Yes. Anything that has ever been thrown at you, my sweet signs, you can cultivate it into something better. There are so many times where life is going to throw you hurdles, where life is going to challenge you, because sometimes the divine is just saying, are you accepting this? Or have you really changed? You say you've changed, but now we got to prove it before we can bless you with more. So turning and transmuting these negative energies into something positive, Leo, I definitely love this for you. Get outside, go outside barefoot. You're ruled by the sun. Tilt your face up to the sun and just let that vitamin D cascade all over you and alleviate all of those negative energies that are coming your way, as at this time you're cultivating a lot of manifestations and you don't want to keep your energy low. Aries, your closing reading. I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. My fire signs, I love it. You're definitely learning from your past mistakes at this time. And sometimes fire signs, you can just charge ahead, just full blast, and it's kind of hard to see the lessons when we're in those moments and when those emotions are so fiery and so rampant. But it looks like you're definitely learning to break some of these cycles. You're being a little bit more egregious towards not repeating toxic vibes that you've encountered in your past. You're learning. Leo, when I lean toward love, I am led. So wherever your heart goes, if you're deciding at this time, Sagittarius, to choose between your heart or your head, this is saying to go with your heart. So definitely get by yourself. Keep some rose quartz by yourself so you can open up that heart chakra, and just know that whatever you do, as long as it's led in love, you will succeed. So follow your heart at this time, my sweet Sagittarius. This is the reading I have today. Please hit that like button, subscribe, comment below so I can connect with your energy, and I'll see you next time, my friends. Bye.